Hello all, in this video we will cover the basics of arrays. So let's start with the definition. Array is a collection of similar kind of data which is stored in contiguous memory locations. So this is the advantage of array that we have contiguous memory allocations available to the array. We can use the array as a temporary storage of data. So we can have temporary storage of data, and we can store the array either by byte addressable format or word addressable format. If array is a byte addressable format, it means each byte have a unique address. So let's say we have we have array with the four memory locations 0 1 2 3. So 0 to 3 with the four uh, memory locations are there. So each location will represent a byte, and this byte have a unique address here. This means it is a byte addressable. Similarly, if the same array is a word addressable, it means each block here represent a word. So in previous one, this block represent a byte, and in the second one, this block represent a word. So in this byte, if array is a byte addressable, it means each block which represent a byte have a unique address. Similarly, if array is word addressable, it means each word which is represented by this block have a unique address. So based on the different type of instruction sets available or different hardware configuration, we can have byte addressable or word addressable arrays. Generally, for MIPS instruction sets, we generally use byte addressable arrays in which each block is contain 8 bits. If array is word addressable, it means it will contain 32 bits for each block. So this is how array can be represented in memory. As array is a temporary storage of data. The data storage is temporarily. After your program is stop execution, the memory of array or memory of this array block is freed up. Okay. Now focus on the accessing of arrays. How we can access the elements from the array, or how we can store the elements to the array. So this is array A, which is suppose a integer array of 10 memory location. So in C language, this is a syntax to declaring an array. We declare the data type, then we write the array name here, then what is the size of the array. So this will allocate 10 locations in the memory which are contiguous memory allocations with some addresses, and the first address of this contiguous memory location is called the base address. This base address is stored in variable A. So if you want to print the variable A, it means it will print nothing but a base address of the array. So to access the other memory locations in the array, we have different mechanism. Because this is an integer array, and I assume that for the time being, the compiler which I have used have a size of integer as a 2 bytes. So according to the block size, which is 2 byte, I allocate some numbering on the uh, above the array, and these numberings are the nothing but starting index of the each block. So this, if this A node block have a starting address as a 10, then the starting address of A1 block is 12. So similarly, I add 2 bytes to each block so that starting address of next block can be uh, accessed or achieved. Now there is another way of achieving the uh, further elements of the array. So if you want to access the element or value in the first location, we can use pointers. So star a means, if I use star a, it means it is nothing but a0. because A always contain the address of first memory location. So if you write star A, it means it will give the value of stored at the first memory location. So because here is nothing but a address of first memory location. So star A means value at that address, and value at that address is A0. Similarly, if you find somewhere A0, the meaning of this is nothing but star A plus 0. Now here A is a base address, so I can write here star 10 plus 0. I assume that the memory address is 10. It means the value at memory location 10. It means the value at memory location 10 is A0. So the if I write star A or A node or A of 0, these are similar things. Now next is, if you want to access another memory location, suppose A of 2, so the process is same. You can write star A plus 2. Now star A plus 2 means star A is a base address plus here 2 blocks are there. 2 blocks means how many bytes to be added? 2 into 2 bytes, because 2 bytes is a block size. So we need to multiply with the block size and the count which is given in the index. So 2 into 2 is 4. So it is star 10 plus 4, or we can say star 14, and the value at 14th, so the value at 14th is A2. So here is a 14th memory location, here is 16th memory location, then 18th, 20, 26, 22, 24, 26 and 28. So similarly for A of 9, so we can easily find out the value for A of 9. So this is how we can find out the value at a particular index. Now if you want to find out the location of array, what is the location of an array value, so we can also find out the location. So if we want to find out the location of A5, then we can write location of A5 is equal to base address, that means 10, plus the index value of the element. So A, because you want to find out the location of A5 element, so it means it is a number of elements before this element. So number of elements before this elements is 5 minus starting index into 2. Obviously, because location of A5 means there are how many elements are before this element. So how can we figure out this? This can be figured out by the index of this element minus first index. So here is the index of this current element minus first index into 2. So this is 10 plus whatever the index is. Index is 5 minus 0, 5, and it is 10, and the address is 20. This is the achieved address of element which is at index 5, because we can easily access the index values, but we cannot figure out the address values. So to figure out the address value of particular element of an array, we need to just add it with the base address and multiply it with the block address with how many number of elements are before the current element. Then only we can figure out the address of or location of the element. Okay, so this is all about the how we can access the arrays, means how we can figure out the value at particular index, or how can we find out the address of particular value? Both are important. Now let's try with some examples. So let's suppose an array is given as integer a of 500. The base address is 1000, and the question is what is the location of a of 100? You need to figure out the location of a of 100. So in order to find out the location of a of 100, what is a processor? You need a base address plus how many element is before this a of 100 location. So because we have 100 location, so 100 minus 0 into, I assume it, because it is an integer size, I assume integer size as a 2, then 1000 plus 200 is equal to 1200 is the address of this a 100th element. Similarly, if there is another question, if we have a array of integer size with -5 to 5 with a base address 1000, then what is the location of a node? Question is what is the location of a 0th element? So a 0th element means we need to add with the base address plus whatever the current element, we calculate the position number of elements before the current element by negating it with the lower bound and multiplying it with the block size of one block. So we have 1000 plus 10, or we can say that this is 1010 is the address of A0 in this case. Okay, so this is about the basics of array. In next lecture we will cover the two-dimensional arrays. So this is all about the one-dimensional array in which only one dimension of array is given. So there are only one dimension of the arrays are given. Thank you very much for listening this. Thank you.